Okay, so here we go. This is what we got for our activity for the month. It is something called a spiritual walkabout. And when you hear those terms, I'm not sure what that may mean to you. If you've ever heard the term walkabout, there are, depending upon your particular culture or belief system, there are a variety of ways to do a walkabout. But really the fundamental and baseline components of a walkabout are really just walking about and being available for what it is that comes forward. And you don't have to go off in the desert or off to the Australian outback or whatever to do this. You can do this right here in your home in this moment right now. You can do it repeatedly. I suggest that you do it more than once during the course of this month because it really is an incredible practice. And each time it's designed and meant to strengthen, again, that intuitive whisper, that communication, that nonverbal, energetic frequency, source energy communication that we have access to, that we have available to. So this is what's going to happen. This is what I need from you. Wherever you are in your home, it could be in your bedroom, it could be in your entire home, it could be outside. I don't care. Just pick a location of any kind. And I want you to walk around. I want you to look at the things of your home. Look at the things that are around you. And with no specific route, whatever your eye lands on, go to that thing. So as I'm saying this to you, I keep seeing my television is kind of off to the left here. So what I want you to do is go to your television and stand in front of your television. I want you to look at it. I want you to say, "Hey TV, how's it going? What are you doing? Do you need to tell me anything?" You are going to open yourself up to communicate with the things of your surroundings. You are going to open yourself up to listening what the vibrational frequency of your surroundings may have to share with you. And even if it's an inanimate object like a TV, there's a vibe to it. There's a communication, there's a frequency, there's something that wants to come from that. And sometimes it has to do actually with the storyline and the narrative that's in your head about the thing that you're looking at. So for example, if we're going to keep going with this TV example, maybe it's a TV that you spent too much money on. Maybe it's a TV that your parents didn't think you needed to get, that one that was so big, and there's a lot of judgment surrounding the television. So when you walk up to the television, you look at it, you immediately think of all those things. All of those thoughts and belief systems come flooding into your mind. Well, guess what? Every time you're in your living room or in your bedroom or wherever the heck your TV is, subtly and subversively, meaning like subconsciously, that tape is playing in your mind. I shouldn't have bought this one. It's too big. It's too expensive. My mom hates it. They thought I was so dumb. They thought I was, frivolous. It's like that is playing. So that means that you walk around and you have this like energetic focus on an object in your living space that is one of density and shame and shadow and negativity. That messes up the whole energetic ecosystem of your world. It messes up the whole energetic ecosystem of yourself. Okay? So connect in with the TV. See what the TV brings forward. See what the TV has to say. And then you continue on to somewhere else. Let's say now you move over to a chair, or now you move over to a plant, or now you move over to a picture frame. But each thing that you come to, I want you to pause and open up your receptivity. This isn't just about like listening with your ears, as in you're listening to my voice right now. We hear things in a variety of different ways. It's not just an auditory thing. We hear things constantly in all kinds of ways. And what that really translates to is we feel the vibrations of things constantly. So as you take your time, and I want you to take your time, for those of you that need a specific container, this is a 30-minute exercise. Okay, this is a 30-minute exercise. 30 minutes of your time, set a timer so that you don't have to worry about it, and then take your time moving from object to object to object, opening yourself up to feel and receive and hear or respond or take in the frequency that's coming from that thing. It's almost as if you are giving life to all the things in your home space. Because let me tell you what, everything is a living and breathing, contracting and expanding energetic wave. Everything is. Because everything is made up of the same stuff at its basic fundamental components. It's made up of energy. And I'm not going to go into that entire quantum physics, high school, science explanation. We know that everything is made up of an energetic frequency and energetic vibration. So not just us as people, but the things in our home, the pillows, the blankets, the couches, the books, the phone that you're watching this on, the computer that you're watching this on, everything is made up of a breath, of a frequency, of a heartbeat. And part of how we cultivate our spiritual sense of self is by opening ourselves up to listening and hearing beyond what our physical ears have told us we are allowed to hear. So again, I'm not just listening to the TV or to the music or to this person talking. I'm listening to my plant. I'm listening to my blanket. I'm listening to that candle holder over there. I am paying attention and honoring the breath that flows through everything. Okay? So a spiritual walkabout, 30-minute exercise. Take your time moving from item to item to item in no particular form or fashion. There does not need to be a step-by-step process. Again, the point is to kind of decalcify this rigidity of 1 after 2 after 3 after 4 after 5, that it goes like this. One of the points of this is to start to flow and understand and listen for your own inner frequency, your own inner resonance. So you're looking at something and all of a sudden you just feel like you want to go to the other side of the room. Cool. Do it. Think less and feel more. After that, I suggest you journal and write down your thoughts and experiences, different things that came up from the different items within your home space, different emotions, different bodily responses. Write down any and every bit of information that came forward for you from this activity. And I suggest, you do it as often as you'd like, quite honestly. Maybe you do it once dedicated, for that 30 minutes as your December activity. But then when you're in a different space or you're at a restaurant or you've got some downtime, instead of looking at your phone, maybe look around you and just tune in, look at that tree over there and just say, hey tree, what you got? How you doing? What's going on? Connect into that. Especially when we're outside, because that is the earth. So that is very much the earth element. Even if we're not outside, when we're inside, density, dense things like our coffee table, our couch, our armoire, whatever it is, it's dense. So it is also a representation of the earth element, which is the north direction. So practice this. Practice listening. Practice tuning into the things of your world. And see what they have to say and how it makes you feel, because it will start to speak to the relationship that you have with your things, your relationship that you have with your sense of self. It starts to really bring forward all the storylines and the narratives that end up creating that smoky mirror that I was talking about in the teaching video. Okay. I love you very much, as always, forever and ever. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to send an email or shoot me a DM if you need help with this exercise and this activity. But it really is one of my favorite things. And it's a really great thing, especially to do with children, because they're so open and they love the idea of talking to anything and everything. So if you have children, please incorporate them in this. But take your time, slow down, talk to the things around you. And again, let me remind you that the more skilled you are at communicating with what's out there, the more skilled and comfortable you're going to be at communicating in here as well, at paying attention and being attentive to what the whispers are coming from inside as well. Okay? I love you.